Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Clover Connect, the podcast that's all about 4-H, leadership, tips, and inspiring stories from 4-Hers just like you. I am your host, Ezra Stetzel, and I am so excited to dive into this journey with you. First, we're going to start off with some upcoming 4-H events. 4-H Congress has been announced to be March 7th through 11th. Central Region Congress Readiness Day is February 28th, and Eastern Region Congress Readiness Day is February 16th. February 20th through 21st is the State Hippology and Horse Bowl competition, and Western Region's meat judging is February 19th. If you have any questions about any of these competitions, ask your 4-H agent. Now let's dive in to our first ever guests.
I'm Gabe. I'm 17 years old. I'm with Overton County, and I'm the Central Region Scout. That's what I am. We're glad to be here this morning.
Hey everyone, I'm Hunter Rigsby. I'm 17 years old. I'm from White County, and I am the Northeast area rep for the Central Region.
Hello everybody, my name is Jasper. I'm 16 years old. I'm with Overton County, and I'm currently serving as your Central Region Regional Representative.
My name is Ezra Stetzel. I'm 15. I'm from Warren County, and I am Warren County Honor Club's reporter, and I'm also the host of this podcast. And on Congress meetings. So, how about that out here?
A lot of credentials.
Yes, very busy. Okay, so what would y'all tell somebody starting out?
Starting out, it's I guess there ain't one particular way to start. It's ain't really a set path, if that makes any sense. It's 4-H, there's a lot of things you can do, a lot of places you can go with it, but the big thing is don't get overwhelmed and try to think it's some big complicated thing. It's as pretty well as easy as having your mom or your dad drive you down to the extension office there and tell your agent I'd like to start doing some of these things and sign me up, and that's about the only way to go is don't put it off. Don't wait, don't think tomorrow's the day, right now will be the time to do it. Just do it. If you want to do it, get it done as soon as you can get it done. That's the easiest way to do it.
I would say that you don't need to let yourself be ran off by the experiences you had in the 4th and 5th grade. Most people think that 4-H is just speeches or just demonstrations, and that's just not true. 4-H is such a diverse club that there is something for everybody no matter what you're interested in. We're adding new project areas. Did we add some here recently?
Mm-hmm.
This year?
Yeah, we've added some even more new project areas this year, and there's just something for everybody. And so don't think that 4-H is just public speaking and let that scare you off.
Whenever you're just starting off, you got to have a little bit of courage, because that my first fall conference, it shouldn't have been my first conference. I was actually scheduled to go to the spring conference earlier that year, but I chickened out in the end, and that costed me a lot. I could have met my friends early on. I could have had so much more memories with them. I could have gotten to know people a whole lot better, but I put it off. I waited, and it's a big regret of mine. So don't do what I did. If you have the opportunity to come to one of these conferences, become an all-star, meet new people, take it as soon as you can.
Something that I would tell 4-Hers just starting out would be try new things and find your people. You're going to stick with these people for your whole 4-H career, and they're going to be some of the best people you've ever met. So, what made y'all continue y'all's 4-H career?
I would say the multitude of opportunity. There's quite a few things I've got to do just in my short time here, between livestock judging and horse practice, and a lot of good friends I've made, plenty of good friends, a lot of chance to get out and do something to help people. It's a fun time. You get to learn a lot. That's a big thing. You ain't never too old to start learning.
Yeah.
I ain't never met nobody who has.
I feel like what kept me interested in 4-H is just how much it spreads out after you get out of 4th and 5th grade, because so many opportunities open up for you as soon as you're out of is that junior years for 4-H? Is the junior high, senior high?
When it gets out of the classroom and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you move out of junior 4-H to junior high, so many different competitions open up to you, and it just really opened up so many experiences for me and for so many other people too. It's not just me that all these experiences open up for, it's for everybody.
I'll definitely have to say the people. You can have fun games, you can have service projects, you can have whatever you might like, but if you don't get outside of your comfort zone and start talking to people and making friends, won't mean nothing. 4-H has allowed me to meet some of the best people I've ever met in my life. It's just such an amazing program, and relating back to the previous point, let me emphasize it a little bit. I can't believe I didn't go to that spring conference.
Something that made me continue my 4-H career is getting in with the beef program and programs like that with livestock. I really got and found that that was the place that I wanted to be. And so I've made so many friends with that, and it's just made me want to stay, and I love it. So, what made y'all run for All-Star offices?
I'd thought about it before the previous fall conference I'd been to, and I didn't do it, and I'd sort of regretted it. I sort of thought that this time around, if I didn't do it, I was going to regret it again. And it just, to me, it seems like it's getting me behind the scenes and try to help and see how that stuff goes. It's just a fun time. It's a fun job. I guess I like this side of it, to be behind the scenes part of it. You get a chance to make a difference. You do.
In my opinion, the reason I ran for a position on council is just so that way I can share the experience of getting to be that new 4-H'er with somebody else. Because when I first came into All-Stars, I was new, didn't know anybody. I was really scared. Like, if I met people and they weren't the best people, I was terrified of meeting the wrong crowd. And then I come in and I'm meeting all these new older kids, and they were so nice and so welcoming. And I really want to be that person for somebody else.
I can't really give a specific reason, but I can take you back to the time. It was the very last night that you were allowed to submit officer applications, and I got to look into the roles and saw what each of their responsibilities was. And regional representative, it was like, whoa, that fits me incredibly. So I decided I'd give it a shot, and now here we are.
So what has 4-H taught y'all outside of y'all's project?
4-H has taught me that if you want to, I think go back to scripture, I think it says in one place, if you want to have friends, you got to show yourself friendly. I mean, you got to get out there and talk. If you want to have an opportunity, you can't do it sitting on your pockets all day. You got to get up and go look at it. That's it. If you're going to do something, you got to get up and go work. So I guess that's the point 4-H kind of drives on.
Something 4-H helps everybody with, no matter their project area, is just their communication skills and their interviewing skills, because you need interviewing skills to be able to get a job after you graduate and all this stuff. And a lot of people go through high school and they never develop those skills, but through 4-H it's really helped me and a lot of other people develop the skills that they're going to need to get that job in the future.
For me, I definitely agree with Hunter's social skills. It's taught me those. Hunter can attest to this. I used to be a shy kid and wouldn't hardly talk to nobody unless it was Gabe. He's my brother. But after these couple of years in 4-H, I've really been able to have a conversation with people. It's taught me. I wouldn't say I've quite mastered the art yet, but it's allowed me to get out of my comfort zone and meet new people. And like I said, if you ain't gonna talk to nobody, you ain't gonna meet nobody. You know, you ain't gonna have no long-lasting friendships. None of that. 4-H is just gonna be something that you go to. So it's very important that you learn the skills of communication, because so many good things can come out of it.
4-H has taught me, of course, a bunch of life skills. Like, I'm able to run meetings and things like that, just like grown adults. I know how to dissect and figure out what's the cause of a disease in an animal, and just things that could really help me in my future. And it helped me figure out my career plan. And so Yeah.
So my favorite 4-H memory would definitely have to be my very first night at my first conference. I really came outside of my comfort zone. I broke out of my shell, and I got to meet some new people and had a lot of fun while doing it. It's that night will be it's a memory that's worthy of remembering for the rest of my life. It was just really something incredible.
And I'm going to have to piggyback off what Jasper said here, because the getting to spend the nights in the cabins with your friends is truly just an enjoyable experience. You're getting to interact with your friends, and then you're also meeting new people, and just the energy of the cabin is always probably one of the best things about All-Star Camp.
Oh, my turn. But I'd say, I guess I've got a few. I'll start with Congress. I really liked the Congress. It kind of showed you how state government's run and showed you how you go about getting stuff done. It just kind of opened my eyes to it about how much, I guess, weight would be on you in those positions. But not my second favorite, but one of my favorites, hard to pick, but one of my favorites is our All-Star Conferences. All in. Me and a good buddy of mine, Brady Higgin, we put on roping deals, roping type Phoenix, and I like him. I like roping. Teach people how to rope. That's one of my favorite memories.
One of my favorite 4-H memories is going to All-Stars. For the first time, I didn't have many friends. There was only one person from my county, and so hopefully y'all were there, because I would have been all by myself. It was so fun. But Brielle was there, and her son was there. And my second favorite one will probably be Pioneer Camp and the cabins and stuff, from the gospel and stuff. And then my third one, the livestock program. This past year, got 10 out of 136. I felt pretty cool. So, what achievement are y'all most proud of?
I guess that I'm most proud of would be whatever order we're going in. I think the one I'm most proud of is probably all our All-Star conferences getting elected. I still ain't figured out why they elected me, but I'm glad they did. But it's I guess that's what I'm most proud of. I was glad they did it. Glad to be here.
In my opinion, I am most proud of my position and all the work I'm going to get to do to help bring 4-Hers together and just make 4-H an overall enjoyable experience for everybody.
My proudest achievement would probably be my position that I hold. You know, coming into 4-H, I really haven't done it for long. So it shows how through hard work and getting outside of your comfort zone, you can actually achieve something. It's not only a lesson in 4-H, but a lesson for the later years in your life as well.
My favorite achievement is probably coming this far in my 4-H career. Not really an award or anything, but it's a blessing. And something cool.
We did have a crowd question. We were asked what we would say to people who were not entirely sure about if they should run for an officer position. And in my opinion, for those people that are sort of scared and they're not sure if they're actually going to be able to make a difference in people's lives, I want you to know that as long as that is your goal in the position, that's what you're going to do. Because as long as that's what you're trying to do, it's going to happen. And I personally have seen the differences I've made in some people's lives, not bragging or anything here, but it's just, you see how some people are excluded in some areas, and then you have the chance and the opportunity to bring them in and make them feel included, because some people just aren't as sociable as others and they're kind of scared of getting into those interactions. And it's just a really good thing that you can do and help people, and being in a position like this really gives you a better opportunity to be able to do that for people.
And going off that, a 4-Her from Warren County, she just graduated, and hopefully she can be here. Her name's Caitlin Nunley. She's really good at doing that. And so she's one of the reasons why I'm still here in 4-H, because she's always been like a sister or whatever. She's always been like family and helped me really find that this is life.
Like old Kate, when she's funny.
Yeah. She's nuts.
I guess my answer to that would be is the people who's scared is I think something you got to remember. Most of the people you're going to be running against is they're first timers too. It ain't that they're up on some pedestal. It ain't that they're different than you. It ain't that they know something about something. We're all just trying to do the best we can here. But you got to go into the mindset of I ain't going to let this nerves get to me. You know, I'm here to say my piece and hopefully get elected, do the best I can, and that's what we're all doing. Let the nerves get to you, get thinking everybody else knows something, you don't know nothing, you ain't gonna do no good. You just gotta kind of set that aside and remember we're all just people.
I gotta say, you miss 100% of the shots if you don't take it. What if I don't win? What if I don't win? You got your name. That's what's important. You showed people that you have a reason that you want to run. You put your name on the board, is what you did. You let people know what you stand for and what you hope to achieve. So, the most important part is, like I said many times, getting outside of your comfort zone. And for me, even, I didn't know if I'd win or not. I've only run once. This time, I can be you. You just got to get outside your comfort zone and work hard.
Yeah, I build off that too. I have never been able to make it to the regional competitions or speech, but I've been getting my name out there every time, every year. I always make it about God in some type of way, and so spreading the gospel that way as well, and just really making an impact, getting my name out there. I see so many people and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm okay, we're friends." I'm like, "Hey, I know you too." And so just like really making those connections with people on the street. And we also have some questions from our amazing collectors. And somebody said, how did Clover Connect start? So Clover Connect started one night. I had this idea and I wanted to do it. I prayed about it, talked to my agents, talked to my mama about it, and I love to talk. And so I was like, this is the thing for me. And I just wanted to keep everybody connected, give them information, get people from everywhere on here. And so that's how it started. And what gave you the idea to make this? I don't know. Again, I love to talk. I barely know what's going on, and so this podcast is really just to keep you tuned in, keep you in the loop and everything like that. So.
Yeah, one thing I would like to bring up, if you don't care, is we got our, I may already brought this up, but we got our upcoming spring conference here in April. We haven't set a date yet, but it will be in April. More information will be about that soon, but if you are in high school and you've got a service project and you're thinking about getting into All-Stars and you want to do that, the time to do it will be in April. Do it just as soon as you can get it done. Like I try to drive that point home is if you want to do this thing, the best time starts right now. Start today. But also, you know, All-Stars or conferences, just to give you an idea of what they are. The whole point of what we do is service, take it back to our communities and try to really help where we're from, you know. But the point of our conferences is just kind of a time to get together and maybe talk some business and things, but it's mostly just a place to kind of have fun. All the things we've been able to do and be a part of, we get to gather together with like-minded people in that and just have a great time. Godly time. We've even got to have some services before. We're thankful for that, but that's kind of what we got coming up. If you're going to Congress, go to Congress Reading Day. That's it. That's all I got.
And if you see us, will y'all be there?
Yeah, we'll be there.
Give us a high five.
Yep. So we know you watched it.
Yeah. Hey, give us a high five. And tell us your favorite part of it.
And before we wrap up, I don't know if Jasper wants to say something too, but I just want to. But I just want to say that we really enjoy getting these questions from the crowd. And if you have any questions, send them to Ezra. And if you have any questions for us, you can still send those to Ezra, and we can send in our responses and let Ezra tell our responses to your questions in the next episode.
Also, if you want to be part of this podcast, what you have to do is number one, follow Clover Connect and be in these podcasts, and I will send you information about how to be on it, and you can be like one of these lovely people here, and sit back and share your experiences. Pretty awesome.
We've already moved past the daggum point I was gonna make.
It's okay, Jasper. We can go back.
Just
Just say
say
it.
it. Say it.
No,
No, just say it.
I've had enough.
Say it.
No.
Last thing.
Huh?
You want to say it? Come on.
Do I get to close it?
If you want to read some scripture.
He said, I'm on
I
my
just
way.
said it down there. Josh,
Oh, yeah.
Don't judge my funny
Okay.
skills.
Where's it? Is it done?
Also, we want to close out with some scripture because I think all of us can think and know that God is the center of our 4-H career and is what has gotten us to be in this position. So, yeah. Joshua 1:9.
Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest.
And that wraps up our first episode of Clover Connect. Clover Connect. If you like these, and you would like us to continue, let me know. If you would like to be on it, let me know. And
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Hey, Ricky Bobby, put him down by your side.
We should end this.
Yeah.
Jasper, please stop.